I received a question from one of my students, and she said that she keeps getting stuck in the same thoughts and she knows they're not helpful, but she can't seem to let them go. She wanted to know how she can stop spiraling when her mind gets kind of caught in this one view. You, it's really important to understand that you're not alone in this. So everyone gets caught in a loop at some point. And we end up gripping really tightly to a thought, to a judgment, or to a story that feels like the only truth. So the mind has a way of convincing us that our current view is the view, the only view. And it's convincing us because it's familiar. So it gives us a sense of control. But the trouble is, it also locks us in. And what I've seen again and again, both in my own life and in the lives of the people that I work with, is that the most painful part of getting stuck isn't actually the thought itself, it's the rigidity. So it's the refusal or the inability to entertain another way of seeing. You might have thoughts like, I'm not good enough, or they don't care about me, or this will never get better. And those thoughts are tricky because they come kind of wearing the costume of truth. But the truth is more spacious than that. The truth has many sides. It has many textures. And the thoughts that feel the most solid, well, they often turn out to be the most fluid once you stop resisting and starting getting curious. So you don't need to force the thought to go away. You don't even need to believe its opposite. But what you can do is soften around it. So you can breathe into it and ask yourself, is this the only possible way to see this? So you can notice how your body feels when you believe it. You can ask yourself questions like, what else might be true here? And you might be surprised at what arises, because often it's not a brand new belief, but it's a gentle widening of your perspective. It's a moment of grace. It's that voice that says, maybe I'm being hard on myself, or maybe they were doing the best they could, or really simply, this doesn't have to define me. And that opening, that's where freedom begins. So we don't need to get rid of every difficult thought, but we do need to hold them with less aggression, with less certainty. And the practice is to unhook gently again and again. The practice is to notice when we've collapsed into one viewpoint and to invite even a sliver of space back in. So that spaciousness doesn't mean that you're going to feel better right away, but it does mean this. You're going to stop adding ladders of suffering to your pain. You'll stop reinforcing the same old storyline. You'll remember that your mind is a storyteller and you're not required to believe every tale it spins. So real growth happens when we can stay present inside the discomfort without clinging to the belief that our discomfort defines everything. So you don't need to find the perfect thought to replace the painful one. You just need to remember you are allowed to let go of the one that's hurting you. And then a little bit like a window cracking open in a stale room, something fresh begins to move through. If you want to learn how to be happier, subscribe. Let's get you on the track to being happier. This is Monique Rhodes. Go gently in the world.